What's up, guys? Just wanted to let you know that you can listen to this podcast and others on Spotify, Google Play, and wherever podcasts are found. Thanks, and enjoy the show. Welcome back, guys, to the next installment of Casting with the Carols. I'm your host, Camden.
And I'm Dara.
I'm starting off today with a bit more of a somber note. We're currently in social isolation.
Yeah, it's been exciting. We're already in day 2. And
Pretty bored.
We pretty much already watched a good portion of Disney Plus.
Yeah, it got us through for a while, but we're definitely going to have to find some new outlets. But we're also going to be able to make a lot of podcasts, hopefully, for you guys. Maybe even some YouTube content.
Yeah.
Ideally, but we're just going to kind of see where I guess it's for the next 3 weeks, honestly. 2.5 now, essentially. But
crazy.
yeah, we definitely have some time to ourselves to think, and hopefully we can take this opportunity. Maybe some merch in the future.
Ooh.
Once again, I'm trying to keep myself accountable with the merch. If I keep mentioning it, people will be like, you said it so often, where is it? So I'm hoping that it'll get here eventually. But now, so what have your thoughts been on social isolation so far?
Wow, I mean, it's been a lot of just us.
Well, that's what social isolation is, yes. Good job.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, there's not much to say on it, because, you know.
It's a bummer.
Just you, your siblings.
Yeah, just chilling, eating, a lot of eating.
Yeah, a lot of food.
Yeah, so I thought to take our mind, that was me clapping, hope that didn't sound terrible in the audio, but I figured to take our minds off of it and give you guys something to listen to and me to talk about, since we all know how much I love to talk.
Yeah.
I would tell you a pretty interesting story from my past semester. I'm going to call it now my past semester since they may cancel the semester. I don't know where the whole coronavirus is going to take us. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm online for the next at least 2 weeks, most likely more than that. But for now, they're just saying 2 weeks. Doing all my school online, which is going to be
I already
horrible.
had online classes, so it hasn't
it worked out pretty well for you. That was good. Good planning by mom there.
Yeah.
But either way, from the past beginning of this semester, this is a pretty interesting story. It was a first for me in many ways. I'm going to call this the story...
Ooh.
The Hamburger Incident.
Oh, the
Hamburger Incident.
Food.
It does, as all my stories should.
Right.
So, I need to preface this story just a little bit. Our cafeteria used to serve some frozen hamburgers. They just pop them out of the frozen pack. Mm-hmm. They put them on the grill, and they were decent. It was a hamburger. It's pretty thin. It's pretty dry. It was a hamburger. Couldn't ask for too much. Didn't get too much. This semester, or this year, so starting last semester, they started a new clean food initiative, going green. I don't know. They did something. And now they're making hand-pressed fresh hamburgers.
Oh, okay.
And they're really good.
Sounds good.
They're good. They're good. They're thick.
Sounds good.
They were juicy for a while. Then they got into health trouble. And they started pressing all the juice out of them. So they were really dry for a while.
Yeah, as I said.
But at the beginning of this semester, I know this is kind of rambling, but this is actually some key backstory.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this semester, they were really good. Okay. And they served them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mm-hmm. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do turkey burgers, which are terrible. Who wants a turkey? Right. I mean, unless you eat turkey, it's fine. It's just not a hamburger. You can ground up turkey is fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to shortchange anyone. But anyway, so I look forward to them. They're pretty good.
Right.
They're a good staple. They always taste good. They're always there, and they're good. So that brings us to Wednesday during lunch.
Okay, wait, pause. I would like to say this is my first time hearing the story.
Oh, that's right.
We forgot to say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I have not heard this story. We were actually supposed to come up with our own, crazy stories, but nothing's happened with me, so Camden's telling his.
Yes, so I came back and I was like, I got a story. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait till I tell you on the podcast.
Yeah.
So we'll see if her reactions are... I mean, I've been hyping this story up for a really long time now to the family, and it's going to be very anticlimactic, but in the moment... It was pretty crazy. I was pretty shocked. It was pretty awesome in that kind of I instantly was walking away. I was like, you know what? This is going to be on a podcast in a month. So anyway, where was I? That brings us to Wednesday at lunch. All right. Okay. I just finished, or was it dinner? Oh, it was dinner because I know why. Never mind. It was dinner.
Okay.
Starting off to a great start. I know what I'm talking about. It was dinner. This brings us to dinner. I went up to get a hamburger, and lo and behold, they were not serving hamburgers today. Okay? Here's where it gets good. They were serving a hamburger salad. Now you might think...
A
hamburger salad. So you might think, oh look, they've got ground meat, lettuce, you know, a salad with some hamburger meat.
Yeah.
No. What this was everything that goes on a hamburger without the bun.
No.
They had the pre-cooked,
they just
not
tossed
pre-cooked.
it in a bowl?
No, they didn't toss anything.
Oh, okay.
They had made their hand-pressed burger, so it was a full burger. The patty looked good. Then they just had big leaves of lettuce, tomato, I think some bacon bits, and then they would just put it in a bowl for you. And that was what they would do. It'd be the patty, the lettuce, the tomato, the bacon bits, boom. They would just hand you a bowl. Everything but the bun.
Weird.
Yeah, they didn't mark it as a bunless hamburger. It was just hamburger salad was what they were serving today.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That's kind of weird. I'm really just wanting a hamburger. I hate tomatoes, so I definitely don't want that. So I walk up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get just the burger, and I'm going to get the bacon in the bowl.
Right.
And I'll do it myself.
Yeah,
because the next station over serves grilled chicken, hot dogs, and hamburger buns and hot dog buns for the chicken sandwich that you can get over there, I guess. So I was like, I'm just going to walk to the next station and get a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
All right.
Seems legit.
Seems so legit.
Yeah, checks out.
So easy.
Checks out.
So I get my hamburger.
Uh-huh.
And I walk over there, and I had two of my buddies behind me, right?
Okay.
We all did the same thing. We were all like, oh, clearly, you know, no one wants a salad.
Yeah.
We're going to get a hamburger bun. So I walk up there. I'm first in line. I'm like, hey, man, can I get some tater tots and a hamburger bun, please?
Uh-huh.
He just looks at me, and he goes, okay. So he starts to serve the tater tots, and he hands me just tater tots. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, he didn't hear me. My bad. Should have spoken up. Whatever. I was like, no, can I get a hamburger bun? He's like, oh, it doesn't go with that, is what he told me. I was like, it doesn't go with that. And I was
Who
like,
is he to judge?
Well, I was like, excuse me? It's like, doesn't go with what? He's like, it doesn't go with the hamburger. We're serving hamburger salad today.
Yeah.
And I was like, does it matter?
Right.
So I pretty much got into an argument with him over him giving me a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what if I wanted to make, this is what I said, I was like, what if I want to make a tater tot sandwich?
Yeah.
I got some tater tots and some bread.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it doesn't go with that. Was all he would say to me. I'm dead serious. Was the only thing he would say to me. It doesn't go with that. And so I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of weird. I've never had this kind of interaction. They're usually so nice.
Uh-huh.
And I probably would have walked away. You know me, I'm a pretty non-confrontational person. I've probably been like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry that I, interrupted your day. Whatever. Have a good day. Okay. But I had two people that I knew pretty well behind me.
Yeah,
and I was
you got your wingman.
I was like, dude, I got the bros behind me. I got the bros behind me. I gotta man up. I gotta get what I came for. This is my time. Yeah. So I kind of looked back, and they were like, yeah, we want one too. I was like, okay, good. All right, so they're with me. They didn't walk away. And I was like, no, I want a hamburger bun. Again, it doesn't go with that. And I was like, it doesn't matter.
Standing his ground.
I was like, oh, he's not. I respected that.
No one's budging
I was like,
either side.
I was like, but also, the other thing you need to know about this cafeteria is it's a buffet. Right? So the easiest thing for me to do would have been to have taken my hamburger bowl back to my table, sat it down, gone back up, and gotten a chicken sandwich dry, and then just, I don't know, thrown the chicken away? Seems wasteful, but like...
That's wasteful and too simple.
The chicken's not great, so it wouldn't have felt horrible. But, so that would have been easy. He technically couldn't have said anything to me, because I had gone back, it was a buffet. But no, I was like, I'm going to get what I came for. There's no reason he can't give it to me. That's what I never understood.
Yeah.
I have mixed and matched things for 2 years now. Gone up to different places with different foods and been like, hey, can I get some of this on that? I've done whatever I want. And they're always like, sure, great.
It's a buffet.
Sometimes they have to give it to you on a different food or plate for sanitary reasons, which is fine.
Yeah.
But this was very weird. So I was like, you know what? I was like, no, I want the hamburger bun. Uh-huh. Again, it doesn't go with that. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't go with that? And he's like, it's for the he started talking. He's like, it's for the chicken sandwiches. Now, this would have been fine. I'd been like, okay, cool. It's for the chicken sandwiches. I respect that.
Right.
There was no chicken. They had just put on all the chicken to the grill. It was going to be a solid 20 minutes before there was chicken. And so I was like, dude, there's no chicken.
No, yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, it doesn't go with the hamburger bun or the hamburger bowl. And I would have understood this, like, they could have just made ground hamburger meat.
Right.
And then just mixed it into a salad. But they had to make hamburger patties. Like, this is the part I never understood. They're like, okay, we're going to make hamburger patties, but we're not going to allow them to get a bun.
What?
Okay?
Who comes up with this?
This is what I don't understand. It was so dumb. And there's so many things I could have done. I could have just gotten some sandwich bread, which is weird. But, I mean, I could have gotten sandwich bread. But they serve hamburger buns. Like, you're supposed to be able to ask for this kind of stuff. So it was very weird.
That is weird.
So we're kind of talking. I'm pretty much like, dude, I want my hamburger bun. And finally, one of the other employees comes over. And he's like, hey, he's talking to the other guy. He didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
He already knew that I was gonna get what I came for. He's like, hey man, just give him a hamburger bun so he'll leave.
Yeah, customer's always right.
But no, he wasn't like customer was right. He was like,
okay,
this dude's irritating, give him a hamburger bun so he'll leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, I win. So he gave me a hamburger bun. I was like, I gotta make sure the two bros behind me get hamburger bun.
Yeah.
So I kind of hung around there for a little bit, and not for a bit. I just kind of I walked to the side.
Yeah.
Right. And the other two walked up, and they were kind of like, we want a hamburger bun too. And the guy, I'm pretty sure his eyes disappeared when they rolled. Like the respect so far. He was like, fine, here you go. And he gave them hamburger buns too.
Yeah.
So the moral of this story is, I still don't understand what happened that day. That's literally the moral of the story.
Yeah. Wow.
Nothing. I've never heard of anything. And everyone, dude, the worst part was, so many people that I knew were around, and they were all like, dude, what just happened? And they were all coming up to me when I was trying to sit down. And you're like, dude, why were you arguing with him? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
I was like, I was just trying to get a hamburger bun. You know, it's just life over here.
Trying to have a nice dinner.
I'm trying to eat. So it was nothing has happened like that since. Nothing has happened like that ever before.
Do you see him though? The same guy?
Oh yeah, he's a very regular employee.
Does he give you like?
No, he doesn't look at me any different.
Okay.
I don't think they really know who we are.
That's good though.
It's good, but it's also like, I kind of want him to remember that.
Yeah.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Not in an arrogant kind of way, but like, I'm paying for this. I should be able to get a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
So what makes it worse is, I know that if I'd have walked up from any other station, if I'd have walked up with lasagna, with noodles, if I'd have done anything but come right over from the hamburger salad aisle, he'd have been like, sure, bro, and hand me a bun. That would have been it. But because they were mad that we didn't want what they had provided, and I'm doing air quotes, provided, he wasn't going to give me a hamburger. It was so weird.
That is weird.
I've just never, man. And look, he's not the nicest guy. Like, I know who he is. He's not nice actually at all. He's not mean, but he's just not nice. You know, you're like, you want your food, and then that's the only interaction you'll ever do with him.
He probably hates his job.
I'm sure he does. I mean, I feel bad for him. I get it. I wasn't trying to make his day hard, but like, I understand that too. Like, it was not going up there like, hey, I'm going to ruin this guy's day. I'm going to totally show him up. It was, there's no reason I shouldn't have gotten a hamburger bun. There's no laws. It's a buffet. I've done it before. I've legitimately done it before.
Right.
It was just, I don't know. I guess he was having a bad day, and I feel bad, but you know what? The customer is always right. I'm sure.
I mean,
you and your Chick-fil-A days, how do you handle customer care like that?
Honestly, we just give them what they want, because we gotta avoid conflict and like causing a scene. So we just be like, have a new chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I caused a scene. So not proud about that, but I mean, you know what? I was feeling good.
Yeah.
I guess it does kind of sound.
Sometimes you're feeling like
Well,
confident. You're like, give me a bun.
Well, so here's the part that I wanted to like kind of iterate on. I'm not a confrontational person.
He's not. That's
I do not see confrontation. I usually run from it, to be honest. But today I was like, screw this. I want a hamburger bun.
Right.
So it was something about that day. I don't know. I was ready to confront him. I was ready to throw down for a hamburger bun. In fact, I tweeted. If you guys wanted to follow me at...
did you really?
At Dr. Camden, or Reverend Dr. Camden E. Carroll on Twitter. I actually tweeted. Let me read you my tweet.
Oh, yes, please do. Pull up that tweet.
You can talk while I try and find it here, because I just thought about pulling it up now. I should have prepared better, but I wanted to come from the heart.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Camden is a reverend.
Oh, well, I didn't know that's what you were going to talk about.
But... Oh, well, you know, like, they may be like wondering, like, who's Reverend Camden? Like...
Yeah.
Same guy.
It was just a joke a while back. I saw an opportunity to become a licensed reverend, and I took it. So I'm a reverend.
So,
let me get here. Where is my tweets? If you guys need a reverend,
Camden will gladly come out to your place and do whatever we need for you.
This is also how you knew that I was feeling pretty confident today.
Yeah,
I also never tweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, some days are pretty great. Others, you nearly throw down for a hamburger bun with a cafeteria employee. And that's how you know I'm not making this story up. So this was 1/31/20, January 30th, the end of the last day of the month.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I want a hamburger bun. So it was pretty unusual.
Wow.
I don't think I'll ever have anything happen like that again, but
hopefully they'll never serve hamburger salad again.
I hope they learn. I hope if I've done anything.
Because that sounds weird too.
It was so weird. It was exactly what you would think it was. They handed you a hamburger patty, a big old piece of lettuce, a slice of tomato, and some strips of bacon. Like what are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're making like a lettuce wrap burger.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Which they could, but that's not how they market it. Maybe they were trying to. Hello, welcome. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I forgot to plug my computer in, like an unsmart person, and the computer died. But we're back now.
We're back.
I believe. What were we talking about? Well, I mean, I know what we were talking about, but like, where were we in this?
We were at like
the marketing
of the
hamburger.
Yeah.
Right. So like I was saying, they give you. It was just the patty, a big piece of lettuce, a tomato, or not whole tomato, but a slice of tomato and some bacon. The thing about it is they market it as hamburger salad. There's not enough lettuce.
Like they didn't even cut up the meat.
Yes, that was my biggest issue. They did
not even cut up the meat.
Like I guess they wanted you to make a hamburger with a lettuce bun. Would be my only explanation. But they market it as a gluten-free hamburger salad because I went back and looked at the tag. They have tags above stuff that they serve to tell you what it is.
Like it makes sense that they said gluten-free.
Yeah.
But then if they put salad after that, that's weird.
Yeah. They should have just called it gluten-free hamburger. There was not enough lettuce to call it a salad in any way.
Yeah.
And what are we supposed to do? How many of us are like, you know what, they're right. I'm going to not have a hamburger bun. It's a good call. Yeah. Good call. No, everyone was going to ask for a hamburger bun somehow.
Yeah, because, I don't know, how many college students are gluten-free, you know?
Well, more than you would think. I know quite a few, but...
Okay.
But I'm not saying, like, I respect that, and I'm glad that they're giving them options. I'm glad that they're giving them options.
Yeah, but you can have the option even if you offer a hamburger bun.
Yeah, I don't understand why it was so necessary for them to serve only...
gluten-free.
Only the hamburger salad essentials that this guy was ready to argue with me in front of everybody about not giving me a hamburger bun.
Right.
Now, maybe, I don't know, he may tell his side of the story to somebody, and I'm just the worst and wouldn't leave him alone, which is maybe true. It really depends on perspective.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where I should have been right. I was the customer.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. That also seemed kind of arrogant saying that, but it was just very weird. I still in many ways don't know what to think about it, and I do think about it every time I see that guy. Because he it's like he totally has no idea who I am. The next day, I got stuff from him because he's at the hamburger.
Maybe he's just like acting like he doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't. But like, I don't rub it in his face either because I'm trying to get like.
No, I know, but to like avoid the awkwardness or something.
Right.
He's just gonna act like you're just another student. You know?
Yeah. Well, they do that anyway. They're pretty famous.
For not caring.
For just not really knowing who you are, except for one. There is one guy. I won't say any names, but like there's one guy, he's awesome. Love that guy. He's always so helpful. I always like get food from him, even if I don't really want it. Some days, not all the time.
Like, man, that guy sells it.
Gotta say hi. I'm like, hey bro, what's up? And we'll say hi and we'll talk. So they're not all bad, but there are definitely a few employees who are just, you're just kind of like, you know, why are you here? You know? I mean, okay, I know why they're there. It's a job. Like, I don't want to, okay, now we're getting kind of, I should back off a little bit. If you're not, they are not, I would say, qualified for a public customer service position.
Right.
They do not have the disposition to be successful in that field, to put it tactfully. Yes. But, again, it is just a D3 college cafeteria, so they don't really have to be. But it was just weird. Yeah. So that
is weird.
I've been really excited to tell the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I think it was good.
I think hopefully
I don't have any crazy stories. I haven't been doing anything. I don't know.
No Karen stories. We were talking about this earlier.
No Karen stories.
Our mom didn't know what Karen was. If any of you are named Karen, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I don't make culture. I just try and follow it. But sorry.
Yeah. No crazy stories like that.
Well, maybe this is a sign. Maybe you need to go fight somebody.
Yeah.
Throw down with your manager. Just be like, hey, I want a hamburger bun. Try it.
Or I want a hamburger at a chicken store.
I was about to say, maybe, that'd be a problem. What if you brought a hamburger in?
Dude, that'd be so insulting.
That could be the theme. You come in with, what is the hamburger level?
There's 5 Guys across the street.
5 Guys, thank you.
So we'll go to 5 Guys.
You come in with 5 Guys in your Chick-fil-A outform.
Yeah.
Uniform, outform. I don't know what outform is. A uniform. Sit down, and eat a
Right.
Five Guys hamburger right in front of your manager.
Right. They get mad at you if you refer. So we have like these table markers that have chicken sandwiches with different like food items on them. So we have one that has a chicken sandwich, and so like a lot of new people like call it a hamburger because they don't know that you'll get like kind of yelled at for calling it a hamburger. So it's pretty funny. It's also harsh for the new people, you know, because
it's a learning curve.
Yeah, boy, is it.
Why have they yelled at you multiple times?
I got yelled by this old lady. I won't say her name. She's nice now that, you know.
Now that she knows you.
Now that I've worked there for a long time.
Now you established your dominance over there. Yeah, well, way to go. Nice.
But, like, the first time I called it a hamburger, she, like, looked at me and she yelled at me. She gave me this lecture about why you don't call it a hamburger. This is a chicken place. Like, ooh. It was awkward. I was so uncomfortable.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Because you're not much of a competitor. Actually, you're...
I know.
Well, hold on, but you're more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely... Or... I don't know, because I'm very opinionated. I want to be careful about, like I have opinions. I just don't say them to people. Which I guess is worse, I feel like, than actually being confrontational because I end up just, like...
saying them in your mind.
Yeah, pretty much. And just like, man, I wish I had gone up there and I wish I'd have been like, oh, you just give me a hand. But I pretty much did in this situation. I pretty much said everything that was on my mind to that guy. Which was, it was all fine. It was just, I really want a hamburger, but I wasn't mad. I just was really hungry. Okay, I was a little, because I was hangry.
A little salty.
I was definitely salty.
You were definitely salty.
I was like, who are you to refuse me a hamburger bun at a cafeteria buffet when you don't even have the food that is supposed to go on the bun?
That's just...
Like,
wow.
And I've never...
No words.
I can count the times on one hand that I have gotten a chicken sandwich and that I have seen other people get a chicken sandwich because it's only grilled chicken. So unless they specifically serve, they will sometimes serve like fried chicken sandwiches. Like that's I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they always 24/7 have grilled chicken.
Right.
Very few make sandwiches out of that. And so the fact that they would save a lot of hamburger buns for something that almost no one does, I don't know, maybe he was just having a bad day. He needed to feel in control. And I did not help that because
we probably should give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I tried to throughout the whole thing. I was I was never mean. I was firm.
It's good attitude.
I maintained eye contact. I was much taller than him. That doesn't have any bearing on the... But I was definitely looking down when I was... Just physically, not emotionally. We were on the same plane emotionally. We were just fighting for what we wanted. Yeah, we were both frustrated.
Yeah.
Which is never a great result in an argument if you're both frustrated, but he definitely knew that I was in charge and that I was going to get what I wanted. And his coworker knew it too, because his coworker was like, yo, this dude, he wants his hamburger bun, something fierce, just let him have it. And then I paved the way for some other people. Because of me. You know what? This is how good deeds work.
Yes,
because of me, some other people got a hamburger with the bun.
And they didn't have to fight for it.
They didn't have to fight.
They didn't have to fight.
They walked. That's exactly how revolutions... That's how we got here. That's how we got to America. Someone fought, and now we don't. And this is a free country. Well, we do fight for... Okay. Someone fought for our independence.
Carefully.
Yeah, someone fought for independence, and now we live in a free country. So that's all I was doing. I can't be blamed. I can't be sued. I don't think. I didn't tell anybody, like, teacher, authority-wise. Like, this wasn't something I was... Like, I make it sound like it was a pretty big deal. And it was to me. Like, this was the first time I've ever really argued heatedly with someone I don't know for something is true. That's what I thought was really funny. The first time that I've ever really stood up for myself in public and argued with someone was for a hamburger bun. Not for, like, getting ripped off with money. Not for seeing someone get robbed. I don't know. It was for a hamburger bun. I guess...
This is a good learning process, you know?
I learned a lot about myself. I guess I should reevaluate my priorities if the one thing I'm willing to fight for is a hamburger bun. So I guess I have some learning to do, which I welcome that.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to learn. I guess, except when I'm not.
So now you should, like, when you have beef with people, you'll confront them.
Beef, like a hamburger bun?
That's a
patty. Well, I don't want to make a habit of it, because while I enjoyed it in the moment, and the thrill and the rush, afterwards I was like, man, that's awkward. What do you think the other people thought? I work for the school. What if people, like, but they don't care. I mean...
That's true.
Like, I did nothing wrong.
You do have a little bit of a status.
Well, I thought you were going to say something like, I'm a pretty strong-willed person. Like, I usually don't But yes, I do have
Yeah.
I have a bit of status.
Yeah.
Barely. It's not status. I have a job. It's not status in any way. It's a job. It's not. I have no power. It's a job. And it doesn't matter. But I do have a higher standard because I
Yeah.
work for the school. But that's what I want to reiterate. I did nothing wrong. I was never in anger. It was
good.
always just firm, confrontational, and respectful. I was respectful to him.
Yeah.
He was a man. He was older than me, and I respected that. But I definitely did not back down. And I feel satisfied with my what do you call it? My performance. Thank you. I feel satisfied with my performance and the outcome because I got a hamburger bun.
Yeah.
So it was a win-win for me. It was probably a loss for him.
Yeah.
But he knew that I
He'll
respected
get over
him.
it. Yeah.
Which is why he probably doesn't hate me because he was like, you know what? I
Probably.
respect that guy for respecting me and respecting his own hamburger bun.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So now you're back to just another.
Now I'm just a
person
college
there.
student.
Yeah.
Now I'm just looking for another fight. Oh man,
Yeah.
now that you said that, I'm like, I gotta stay relevant. I gotta fight somebody else now. You know what? I'm gonna go find the president of our school now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight.
Go
I'm on a
fight
roll.
him.
I'm on a roll. I might as well go fight for free education at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear him down, but he is taller than me, so I would have to look up.
Yeah. Or wear a lot of socks that day.
That would be a lot of socks. He's a pretty tall guy. I've never officially met him either, so I could.
You
meet him.
haven't?
No. Well, I don't really have a reason to. I don't think a lot of
That's
people
true.
have met him. Yeah.
That's true.
A lowly school employee. So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm glad you guys sat here and listened to that epic, if not probably pretty useless story for your life. But
Hey.
you know, thanks for being interested.
fun.
Yeah. Thanks for being interested in what goes on. And there's not much else to do currently.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are staying safe. Dara, anything you want to add?
Yeah, stay safe. I hope you're enjoying social isolation better than we are.
It's true. Well, hold on
or
now.
surviving.
Hold on now. I'm enjoying the mandatory
Rest.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's like you can't
It
go
is-
anywhere.
It is good, but it's also like, I don't know,
It's
irritating-ish.
so different.
Yeah, it
If you-
is.
Like if you want to talk for a second about it, it's Dad called it surreal, which is pretty right. It's
Yeah.
so where everyone's on lockdown. Walmart is stripped and emptied.
Yeah.
Which isn't, I guess, totally unusual. It happens pretty much every time it threatens to ice. Walmart is just empty.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, it's pretty, over here in Texas,
Panic.
if they're like, oh, guys, it's going to snow at least a quarter inch, Walmart's just empty. There's nothing there. It's pretty funny. But this time it kind of feels real.
Yeah.
Like, you got
real.
state of emergency, you got Trump talking. So it's definitely a different experience. I mean, we're told we're not technically at a risk since we're in our 20s. But you are. You want to talk about
Yeah.
that? You want to talk
Yeah,
about
I mean,
your...
like, I have bad asthma, and because this virus attacks the lungs and, like, the respiratory system, it will definitely be harder on me, and I'll most likely have to be hospitalized.
Oh, we're hospitalized.
Apparently, because I'd need, like, a breathing machine.
Yeah, so that's the other reason.
Yeah, that's another reason we're in, like, social isolation, because it's, like, I mean, it's not that bad in Texas yet.
It's not just that we're in social isolation. It's we're trying to be extra cautious. Like,
Yeah.
But actually,
Try not to, like, be asymptomatic,
Yeah.
contract it, and then spread it.
Exactly.
So...
And so, like, yeah,
we're just
Dad was
doing
telling
our
us,
part to...
Yeah, that we gotta be pretty
Help others.
much stay home. But I was told that the virus doesn't really spread unless you're like 6 feet from someone. And
Yeah.
what it boiled down to was I thought I could go fishing, and me and Abria went to this
Oh,
pond.
yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Everyone's scared. No one's gonna be here. It's this dope pond that I found. It looked super good on the map and in person. I will say it was a good find. Tons of people there. I walked up. The bank was covered with fishermen. I was like, what are you doing here? I still fished, of course. So like, I probably should have just left. But it looked good. And when I say covered, like for me, covered, there was at least 4 other fishermen there surrounding the bank. And it wasn't that big a pond, you know? And I was so weird. I've never pulled up on a spot like that. And in the middle of national security or national emergency, there was like 5 other guys out there just fishing.
I love how you're like, what are you guys doing here? But you're there.
Yeah, that's very true. I was definitely like, you guys have no right to be fishing here during a national state of emergency. How dare you come out here? And there I was with me and my little sister walking all around this pond.
Yeah.
Definitely coming
Pretty
within
funny.
6 foot of this one group of 3 people. So that's 3 chances. So, but hey, I mean, we had hand sanitizer in the car. So I don't know. Maybe we might get it now. But they seem pretty healthy. They were fly fishing, which no beef with them. But like it was pretty irritating. They were fly fishing right next to my zone. We could talk about that later. But I definitely have not done an A++ job of social isolation. But I think I did okay. Like, I mean, we left pretty quickly. There were more people coming when me and Avery left. We were like, all right, we probably gotta leave. I didn't really get any fish anyway.
They probably all had the same thought as you. Oh, everyone's like trying to avoid any public place. Let's go fishing.
I think they were all like, you know what? It's not going to affect me. I'm a fisherman. And, well, not just because I'm a fisherman, but like, it's a pond. It was supposed to be hidden. It was supposed to be low key. But no. They were all, well, okay. When I say hidden and low key, it technically was in a city park.
Whoa, that's so low key.
Okay, so it wasn't actually that low key. Behind a school in a municipal center. But what I mean by low key is like, okay, it actually wasn't low key.
Yeah, it doesn't sound low key at all.
It looked low key on the map. When I pulled up, there was a playground full of kids. I didn't mention that either. There was a playground full of kids, but they were a little ways away. Like you could see them, you could definitely hear them.
Right.
And I was not close enough. But there were definitely some kids running around. So I should stop talking about this because I really broke the whole social isolation thing on that run. But we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah.
No one's dry coughing. No one's fine.
Yeah.
So.
No fevers, no nothing.
I had pretty much locked me down because we just got a gas engine for our little yacht that we call it, our boat. So I was really excited to get out on the water and use that. But for one, it's been raining. It's been raining. Look at us doing another podcast in the rain.
That's also what's made it hard too, like the gloomy weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will say it's made it hard in one respect, but in the other, it's kind of like even if there wasn't pretty much a lockdown, what would I be doing right now? Like nothing. True. I'd be sitting here. I'd be like, oh man, it's so gray outside. I wish we could go fishing, but it's raining.
Yeah.
And
watching TV anyways.
Well, which we have been. Yeah, we've been doing fine. We can watch TV. Got to find a good new series, but we'll binge something eventually.
Yeah.
But it's just we just got to get through it. Mom did all our shopping today. I don't know why we're going into these super tiny details, but that just shows you how little we have to do at this point.
Yeah, honestly.
So, but I'll give you guys a brief and important update. Here we go.
Okay,
Asterisk. Important update.
Okay.
All right. We have begun officially real work on the merchandise.
Oh, yes.
Real work. We have some sick, and when I say, I think they're really cool, logo ideas. Well, I guess they're all logo ideas. So we have some logo ideas, some color ideas. So what we really need to know now is what do we want it on? Shirts, hoodies, hats. So drop us a comment. First comment, tell me, have you ever gotten into a fight over a hamburger bun? Or honestly anything. Nothing illegal, because I will not be a witness for you. But just drop us a comment if you got your own personal self-confidence story, I guess.
Yeah.
And number 2, what would you guys wear? Would you wear a hoodie? A shirt? Shoes, maybe? Get some branded Converse?
Would you wear it all at once?
would you wear it all at once? So these are good questions we got to answer before we even go ahead and do this.
Hit the print shops.
What brand would you? Columbia? Patagonia?
Oh.
I know I just named the 2 top outdoor brands. But we could also get Adidas, Nike, Champion. That's pretty popular. I'm running out of brands pretty quick. And One, even though that's Walmart's brand. Fruit of the Loom.
Supreme.
That's a little harsh. Gucci. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
Some brands. I'm not rich.
Did you name Nike?
I did say Nike.
Oh,
I said Nike.
Okay.
Adidas. So that's pretty exciting. We will definitely have that out pretty soon. And I'm pretty much done rambling at this point.
Yeah, me too. I think it was good. It was a good talk. Good podcast. Solid.
Do you feel like the story lived up to the hype?
Yeah, I think it was good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I definitely thought it was going to be a bit of a letdown story.
Really?
Oh, he came back and he's got this story.
So I definitely expected, I don't know, something
You probably expected me to give up and walk away, didn't you? He got refused a hamburger.
No.
Sucks to suck.
I didn't think you were going to refuse because why would you tell the story if you were, not going to actually get it in the end?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty awkward story.
That would be, super anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But I did expect you to be, punching someone or something. Okay. I don't know. You and your bros go get in a car and that is something.
If they'd have gotten into a fight, I would have had to jump in too. That's the bro. That's the bro code. Code. You gotta be fighting for people.
Yeah.
But no fists were thrown.
There
basically a competition of wills to see
standoff.
To see how many times he could say it doesn't go with that, and how many times I could say does it need to. It's pretty much all that happened.
Yeah.
So other than that, I'm glad you guys stuck around for the story.
Yep.
Stay safe out there, and we'll hope to see you guys on the other side of this.